Hi guys, welcome back. I just want to do a quick video on how I made this beautiful thing. A lot of people were asking me how I made it, and I was dumb enough to not record anything of me actually making this. So I'm just gonna talk kind of through it, and hopefully that kind of helps a little bit, but I don't know, I don't know. This is just it, so we'll try to do that. So, first of all, it's literally, I got everything off of Amazon. It's like $100. Got speakers, of course, because it's gonna be a boombox, and I want it to be awesome. So I got some awesome little dual speakers to put on either side, and then I got some LED lights that were blue. It was literally like $5 for a pack of like a crap ton. So if something happens to one, you're fine. I also got E6000 for the glue besides the hot glue, because I wanted to make sure everything's super sealed. And then I'm also using, I don't have this spray paint with me, but it's like the metal spray paint that you just spray on like chairs, like outside chairs. So I just used that to make it that kind of little metallic look. I did have to make it kind of teardrop shape, if you see it, for the simple fact of there is a, whatever that is called, a hinge. I can't think today. Alright, hinge. And then, as you can see, there is just dowels that I also just sprayed in that paint, so it makes it look like it's metal. And then on the inside, you see that little chip? Now that's where the complicated part comes in. So this is just plexiglass. Got that. I got pre-cut. Like, you can buy this off of Amazon. Like, everything is off of Amazon. The only thing I could not find that was like really hard to deal with was the chip. I had to cut it by hand with a Dremel. Don't do that. Go figure out how to cut it differently. Like, I got this stupid little tool. Don't buy this. Learn from me. Don't buy this. This is a piece of shit, okay? Alright, so don't buy that. Doesn't work, doesn't cut, and I'm pretty sure it's like pre-used, because like I bought it and there was all this like crap all over it. I'm like, so that's gross. But then there's also the magnets that I have right here to just kind of hook onto that, and so it just sticks onto that. So it keeps it closed and nice and compact. But again, with the chip, I cut that by hand. It's actually two pieces, like melded together. I kind of just glued it a little bit, but it already was kind of glued together because cutting it with the Dremel kind of fused the pieces together because it melted. Also, my Dremel bits completely covered in plastic. Completely covered in plastic. I was dumb. Don't do what I did. Learn. Just figure out a way to cut it. You can even look up tutorials on how to cut plexiglass. I did not. So, but I would suggest using a Dremel just to kind of smooth the edges. Do I have my Dremel kit with me? Okay, so yeah, I do have my Dremel kit. Oh, I have my, okay, so that's that. It's just like sanders and all that stuff. Dremels are not that expensive. You can pick them up pretty much anywhere for under like $50. Unless if you go to certain places and they'll be a little more expensive, but you can find them for a pretty decent price. So I did that, and then on the inside, you can see how it's kind of beveled in. All I did was cut a little hole with the Dremel, which again, if you learn how to cut plexiglass, you can just cut a little hole, and then I just kind of put it at an angle, the grinder at an angle, so it created a really nice bevel. You don't want to sand it too much because otherwise it won't give it that like aura, because it'll just shine straight through. You want a little bit of refraction on that so that it really shines. There, as you can see, there's paint. I was dumb And I painted it, and I was like, oh, I want lines in it. I don't want it to just be a lame thing. So I took a Dremel again, ruined the Dremel piece again, like a different Dremel piece, trying to cut in those little pieces because I already painted it, so I had to Dremel the paint off. But that's pretty much it. Super easy. This, again, it's just EVA foam. I got an entire, like 5 or 6 pieces of this for like $30 off of Amazon. I didn't even go through an entire sheet. And this was me like messing around and not knowing what to do. And I still had plenty left. So you do not need that much. So yeah, that's pretty much the basic of the materials that you had there. Besides that, you can open this and you're like, oh, what? There's these things going on. I'm too lazy to actually have a full LED system. That's why we have these little things. So you just like kind of slip that in right there, and I just cut. As you can see, there's little holes in there, and I also just cut a little slot for them to just sit right in there. And once I turn this on and have it just sit there, as you can just see, they're sitting in there, and it glows. Yes, so that's that. Again, all of this stuff was like under $100. I think the only thing that put it a little bit over 100 was these speakers, because I wanted to put a little bit more money into the quality of the speakers, because I didn't want this badass looking thing to sound like shit. And I think everyone can agree, but this still is only like $40 for these, and they're really good sound quality, and they're pretty loud. And also that's why I put these in there, so it could have kind of an amplifying effect, so there's not anything muffled on it. So there's that. And then I'm gonna leave this side just like whatever, I'm gonna leave it. But I also made these little duct tape things that slip around these, because otherwise you won't be able to get them out. So, and I made a little hole, and you just slip this straight in. If I can do it. See how I just slipped that straight in? But now you can't get it out unless if you made these little things. This is just like last minute oopsie. I messed up. I don't know how to get these things out. So I made that. I bet you could come up with a way better option for that. I also need to cut it down because it kind of sticks out a little bit. But if I cut those down, they'll work. And it still looks pretty decent. And again, I made this in probably a total of like 35 hours. That's even max. That's pushing it. Like if I actually put myself like to do it again, it would be much less, because first of all, I would know what to do. I had no idea what to do. I just had an idea in my mind that I wanted a Cortana Halo Reach boombox, because that would be badass, because it would go with my Halo Reach armor, and I wanted something boomboxy style because I wanted to play music. And when I walk in the room, I wanted to be like, yeah, playing music. So, if you guys see me at Halo Outpost and there's music, you know it's me. So, that's that. It's pretty simple. If you guys have any further questions, please let me know. Or if you want me to make something else, let me know. This is like my first real prop kind of making, so it's been a little bit of a journey for me, but I would love to make more things, and I would love to have suggestions from you guys. So let me know. Let me just turn those off. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you have any questions, if you want to know what paint you should use on armor, let me know. Or if you just have questions about anything, I'll try to answer them as best as possible, because people make it seem a lot harder to make things. And just diving into this right now, yeah, I can see that there's some pretty simple mistakes I could have not made, but it would be just stupid of me not to at least try to go after this and try to just do it. So I just ended up doing it. Pretty simple project, very easy. But again, if you guys want to go after something, just go after it and do it, because it's really not that hard. It's just taking it step by step, making sure that you are not getting overwhelmed, and you have to realize things do take a while. Like, this took me a while just because I had no idea what I was doing the first time, and I didn't use any measurements. I did it all freehand, which was not a very good decision, but it could have been a lot easier. So if you guys want any tips on how to be a little bit easier, a little bit more smooth transition between complete beginner to intermediate beginner, I would be willing to help. But yeah, let me know how you liked this. Subscribe, because I'm trying to get it to 100 subscribers. I'm trying so hard. I'm so excited. I'm so close. And I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for 100 subscribers. So keep in tune. So hit that like button. Hit the little bell button. I don't know what that is. Is it notifications? Yeah, hit the bell button so that you can see if you can get that prize. And I'll be releasing the that entails, how to win everything through that 100 subscriber giveaway. So sorry I've been so like airheady today, really sick, sounds like I'm on crack because I'm sniffing so much. Is that crack or is it cocaine? I don't know. Are they the same thing? I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, check out my Instagram. Go check out my Instagram. I have a lot more of this stuff, a lot more content, a little bit more detail into like Halo stuff, and then you can just see what's going on in my life, and you can be a little more interactive with me. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.